Yeah.
Mine's not gonna hurt. His might hurt.
That's so close, dude.
Oh shit, I can't.
I'm trying to like.
I'm way too close.
Oh, that's good.
That was it. That was the winner.
I've just had lunch at the horse camp. A woman was set up there with trail magic, and I didn't even think to take a video because I was so excited to eat a sandwich. But here's the trail magic sign. Because I just now left and said goodbye to everyone, and I'm hopping back on the trail, and just thought, hey, maybe I should have probably taken a video of that. Yeti danger is apparently high today. That's good.
Which one were yours?
Apple with smoked bacon.
Baby Reds?
And no. And bacon cheddar and chipotle.
So we're on our way into Timberline Lodge today. We were going to try to get there this morning for the breakfast buffet, but when we realized it was only from 7:30 to 10:30, and that it's like $17, we figured we would take it easy today and then get there, charge our things, and then have breakfast on our way out tomorrow morning, which is good because those rock fields tore apart my shoes and my feet are killing me. So basically the rock fields killed my feet, and if I remember to take a video later, the outside toe, the pinky toe on each foot is completely blistered, like the entire toe is a blister. And yesterday I popped it, and that was probably the worst decision I've ever made, because it hurts so much. It's like knives in my toe every time I take a step on both feet. But these are the shoes that I had sent to Lone Pine, that I melted in the fire in, where was I? Belden, the ones that I melted in that fire. I was supposed to get a new pair of shoes. My mom sent me money when I melted them and told me to go get a new pair. And she's going to watch this and be kind of pissed because it was as we were getting into Chester, and instead of getting a new pair of shoes, I got a hotel room because I wanted to sleep in a bed. So now these shoes are probably over 700 miles. And after the rock fields, I think the blisters are starting and it's time to get a new pair. So I'm going to have to order that when we get to Timberline Lodge. And hopefully in the next week or two, I'll be on a new pair of shoes. I guess another thing worth noting is that Oregon's pretty much all on fire. We got to Big Lake and the forest fire had closed. Well, the forest fire in Mount Jefferson Wilderness, had closed 11 miles of the PCT, but we were hearing while we were in Big Lake that it was in the process of being closed all the way up to Olallie. And I just heard yesterday that it's now closed from Santiam Pass all the way to Olallie Lake. So we had gotten to Big Lake, and we'd just eaten dinner, and we're trying to figure out what to do, because in place of the 11 miles that they closed and what they were closing on top of that, they they designated an alternate that was like a 44-mile dirt road walk around the closure, which, with these shoes and my feet being the way they are, I'm not doing a 44-mile dirt road walk. It's just not happening. And so we were figuring out what to do, and this guy had come to Big Lake with some watermelons, and I was playing with his dog, and I was asking him what he knew about the closure. This guy named Nate, and he kind of was just like, "Oh, I know you. You're Juliana Chauncey. I watch your videos. I'll take you anywhere you need to go." So we were like, "Holy shit!" So we took advantage of that, and he gave us a ride to Olallie Lake that night. We kind of didn't want to wait till the next day because we figured it'd be a lot harder to hitch, which thank God we took it, because it turned out being a 3-hour drive because of how long it took to get through all the dirt roads. So yeah, Nate, if you're watching this one, thank you so much. You seriously saved us a lot of time and made that a lot less stressful for us. We also found out that, I guess, Crater Lake, there's now wildfire going on there. So I'm kind of really glad that we got through that part before that happened, because I guess there's like 15 miles of trail currently closed at Crater Lake. And I just heard from a hiker this morning that they've now closed off all of the Mount Jefferson Wilderness because of the wildfires. And again, I don't know if this is 100% true, because it's what hikers are telling us at camp. But apparently Crater Lake's up in flames, that area. Mount Jefferson's up in flames, just Oregon's all burning. But we're almost out of Oregon. Got a few days left until we hit Bridge of the Gods, and then we're in Washington. So yeah. So I'm just sitting by a clearing right now. I've gotten cell reception. I'm on the last big uphill on my way into Timberline Lodge. So I just stopped to take a break and look at the internet for a bit, and I'm reading up a bit more on the wildfire in the Mount Jefferson Wilderness that we bypassed to Olallie Lake, and now everything north of Big Lake is definitively, I guess, closed up until Olallie Lake, which is kind of what we were hearing they were in the process of while we were at Big Lake. And I've also been reading that even though the PCT designated that 44-mile road walk as an alternate, they've kind of apparently admitted that, there kind of was no good way around the closure. And I guess local and state fire officials are also not recommending the alternate because it's on heavily trafficked roads, I think is what I read. And that there's not really any safe places for pedestrians to walk in parts. So I think reading that kind of, confirmed that I think we did do the right thing in bypassing that fire closure. Obviously, if it was a shorter, more reasonable alternate, we probably would have done that instead. But given what it is and, you know, what people are saying about it, and not just, you know, random people, but, you know, fire officials themselves, yeah, it seems like, you know, we were kind of getting there as they were extending the closure, and that it's probably the best thing that we hitched up to Olallie and bypassed it. So I'm pretty pleased with our decision, being what it was. And these flies are driving me nuts. There it is, Mount Hood. That thing is huge. That's really big. That's a big mountain. Now we're walking towards it. So we had a Southlander just pass us as we were taking a break where there was cell reception, and they said that the last mile and a half to Timberline Lodge is notoriously steep and sandy, and holy shit, they weren't kidding about the sand. This is annoying to walk up. It's hot. It's hot. The sand is making you slide back every time you walk, just because of how sand is in general. And I'm like a mile away. But every step, they're making you work for it. So here's to get into Timberline Lodge, and however long it takes me to hike this last mile. Alright, so I've made it to Timberline Lodge. This is where they filmed the outside of The Shining. So the outside of that hotel, apparently, is the Timberline Lodge. So at some point, I'm going to try to figure out where they filmed that. Because it doesn't look like it was this side of it, but I'll find it.
Yes, watch out. Get out of my picture.
I'm taking a video, shut up.
Where do you want me to go?
Got our resupply boxes. Look at that. That's from Crater Lake. Cleo at Mazima Village did this. Cleo, you're amazing. You got my address right. You forwarded my box. You saved the day. My shorts are in here and I'm excited. New box, woohoo. We're cutting into this. My shorts are in here. Knowing my life, I'm gonna cut them with this knife and then I won't get to wear them.
You're really unfortunate. Fit.
Yeah.
Cans? Cans?
And there they are. They've made it. Also, I just got these in the box. This company called Regrained sent me a sample of their granola bars. Their slogan is "Eat Beer." And I've got the chocolate coffee stout and the honey cinnamon IPA one. And basically what they do is they make granola bars with the leftover stuff that is left over when you make beer. All that like shit they stir it with, and I'm horrible at explaining it, but it's made from beer stuff. Eat beer. Here it is. I'm gonna taste these. I feel like I'm gonna really like this one. I'm excited. Here they are. New shorts. Which have been stained like crazy, but they now get to go. Goodbye.